The perfect record. It's one of football's most unobtainable, yet barely achievable marks. Arch Manning's 2026 Giants are 2 wins away from putting themselves into NFL immortality. Many teams come up tantalizingly short, like the 2011 Green Bay Packers or the 2015 Carolina Panthers. That's why the only 2 teams to ever finish a regular season with a perfect record are forever seen in a different light in NFL history. The 1972 Dolphins are etched into NFL lore forever, with their 14-0 regular season and 3 playoff wins to capture the Super Bowl. But so are the 2007 Patriots. Despite not winning the big game, the 07 Patriots are widely viewed as one of the greatest teams in NFL history. Tom Brady led the Patriots to a 16-0 regular season record and 2 more playoff wins in that historic season. Nearly 20 years later, the Giants have a chance to surpass both the 72 Dolphins and the 07 Patriots. Starting in 2022, the NFL expanded the regular season from 16 to 17 games. That means, of course, the New York Giants can become the first team in NFL history to go 17-0. The tricky tightrope to balance walking on for the G-Men is the fact that they have already clinched a first-round bye. So resting key starters to preserve health for the playoffs is definitely on the table. But the undeniable regret that can come with resting starters with perfection within your grasp can break a team. Ask Uncle Peyton Manning's 2009 Indianapolis Colts all about that. Indy started the year 14-0, but pulled the plug on Peyton Manning and other key starters to end the regular season, losing their final 2 games and their divisional round playoff matchup. But we cannot forget the individual greatness that rookie Arch Manning is chasing himself. The 21-year-old phenom is 4 touchdown passes away from breaking the NFL single-season record. Arch is also chasing the NFL MVP honor, which feels like a foregone conclusion, which would solidify his 2026 campaign as the greatest rookie year for any position player in NFL history. The question is, can the Giants get a perfect record, maintain team health, and have Arch Manning claim all of his individual records and awards? Or can everything be lost in these final 2 weeks of the regular season in a ball of flames? Yo, what is up, everybody? And welcome back to another Madden 23 online CFM game. We are now in week 17 of the 2026 season here in the Premier Madden League. Our New York Giants are chasing the record books late in the regular season. For rookie Arch Manning, he is 4 touchdown passes away from breaking the all-time touchdown pass record in a single season. And I'm not talking about a rookie quarterback record. This is an all-time NFL record we are chasing. And for the New York Giants team, it's pretty glaring what we're doing right now. 15 games, 15 wins. We have 2 more to go. The tricky fork in the road we have to navigate is that we have clinched a first-round bye with our New York Giants. We can rest our starters and get ready for the playoffs starting in the divisional round. That is locked in. But the perfect record is not. And I want to get locked in to get 17 wins in 17 games. The starters are here today as we are underway here in Houston. We are going for perfection because I feel like, quite simply, we would regret it if we didn't chase the perfect record. You think about those 2009 Indianapolis Colts and you read some of the quotes from players like Jeff Saturday who say the biggest regret of their careers was not chasing that perfect record with the 2009 Colts. As you may remember, they were 14-0, and in the middle of Game 15, Peyton Manning and all the starters went to the bench, did not come back. They had the lead against the New York Jets. They ended up losing that game as well as the final game of the regular season, and then they lost in the playoffs as well. But, you know, getting a chance at NFL immortality, only 2 teams have ever done it, the 72 Dolphins and the 07 Patriots. I'd love to add our Giants to the list, but we got a little bit of a battle right now against the Houston Texans, whose record may undermine how good they are. Only 4 wins entering this game, but Houston has not played half their games this year. A lot of their losses are CPU losses, so we cannot underestimate this squad as Kyler Murray going play action, well protected underneath Martinez, shut down by Derwin Derwin James 2 yards short of the end zone. Houston knows their role. They want to be the team that takes down the 2026 Giants. So on 4th down and goal, they won't go conservative. They'll keep the offense on the field. Kyler got it in there. Alvin Kamara for the touchdown. The assignment for the Texans, I mean, they know what they're doing out here. They know our Giants are 15-0. We got a target the size of the Atlantic Ocean on our back right now as Arch Manning falls to his back for a loss of 10. Next play underneath Kenny Nwanu. Arch has been doing such a good job of getting positive yards after we lose yardage on 1st down, 3rd down underneath. Whoa! Picked off Derek Stingley Jr. He's got the first step of Arch Manning since week 7, and he'll take it to the crib. Oh, Arch with a rare mistake and a big mistake. The Texans, the underdogs, quickly up 14-0. And the undefeated record, this is the most in jeopardy our undefeated streak has been all season long. I don't think we have trailed double digits to this point of the 2026 campaign. But here we go. We got a battle on our hands. And I talked about how I wanted our team to be battle tested. I didn't think I wanted this. I don't think I wanted this smoke. 3rd down, no! Kenny Nwanu going backward and down. 4th down. Oh, man, the pressure's on, and the Giants are on the field at their own 44-yard line, looking to go for it here. Trig a little offset, and that's going to be a false start. And ultimately, I just didn't feel comfortable going for it there. I would have gone for it if I liked the Texans' defensive look, given what we had on offense, but I just didn't. And that was just a moment where I was like, you know what, we got to be smart here. I don't want to give into the pressure, of being down 14 points. There's a lot of football to be played. We just got to play our game. Let our defense get a stop or two that we know we can get, as we did right there with Derwin James. And, eventually the offense should wake up. Unfortunately, we put ourselves behind an extra 7 points with that Stingley pick 6. Arch patient underneath. Rodney Gallagher with the catch, but that's a nice tackle by the former New York Giant, Xavier McKinney. Next play, Arch outside, wide open. Oh, Nwanu able to drag the toes, but that pass was thrown a second sooner. That could have been a touchdown. Here's Nwanu once again, ball in his hands, and Kenny shifty, accelerating quickly for the 1st down to the 33-yard line. Nwanu outside with that 95 speed. Kenny Nwanu is putting his imprint on this drive. Arch clean pocket. What a catch by Deshaun, dribbling on 1st down. Giants still scoreless as we're approaching the midway point of the 2nd quarter. But Arch and the boys are looking to change that right here, right now. Remember, Arch is chasing the touchdown record as well. And that's one on the board. Rashad Bateman for 6. Back of the end zone, he got both of those puppies in. Arch Manning is now 3 touchdowns away from breaking the record. And if you missed an earlier episode when I mentioned it before, I do feel the need to mention that the NFL record is 55 by Peyton Manning. The record in this league is 56 by Matt Stafford in year 2 to CFM. That's the record we're chasing. We're trying to break 56. Not just tie it. We want to break it. As we get the stop here on 4th down, and the Houston Texans are going to punt the ball here. So they're going to play it smart. They're not going to get too desperate as Rodney Gallagher turning the corner. Oh, Gallagher shifty moves in the open field. He's really come alive in the 2nd half of the season, which always happens with our return game, it feels like, as Nwanu with another touch, but he's going backward on that play. Haven't seen too much of Michael Trigg so far. Hold on a second. Trigg up high, and he makes the grab. Wow, Michael Trigg. How did he survive that cut stick? Somehow, some way he did. The Giants are on the move, close to the 2-minute warning. That's Trigg again, and he's got it. Michael Trigg taking the New York Giants into the red zone. We hit the 2-minute warning with an on-fire Arch Manning. Back in the end zone. Got it. Mike Will makes it happen. The Giants avoid disaster after putting ourselves in a 14-point hole. Now we knot the game up, and Arch Manning is now 2 touchdowns away from breaking the record. But as I mentioned before, I don't know if we can get both the record and the undefeated season. I don't want to die trying, as that's a beautiful swat on 3rd down by Jaquiski Tarr. That'll stop the clock and give us a drive to maybe take the lead before we go into the halftime locker room. How huge would that be, given the hole we dug ourselves early? Nwanu with some patient running, setting up the block for Shaq Mason. That's a gain of 5, but We gotta go quick here. We have a minute to go. We have overtime outs. 3-man rush. That will give Arch the time. Going middle. Ouch. Yeah, we can't put Rodney Gallagher in a spot like that. 3rd down. Arch Manning out the shotgun. Looking. Holding. Middle. Trig. Oh, Stingley nearly got his 2nd of the game. And this Texans defense, they've come in with a good game plan today. They're clearly locked in on taking down our Giants. That could be their Super Bowl of the season. They're not going to make playoffs, but they're clearly here today to play spoiler. And Houston going middle, going Kamara. This will get them into field goal range. Oh, Kamara running like a madman and eventually brought down by a host of Giants at the 24-yard line with 3 ticks to spare in the first half. I thought we were going to get the steal and get the lead going into halftime. It's Houston that will not go away, and they'll get the 3-point lead going into the locker room. I believe our Giants do get the ball to start the second half. That is the good news. So we can put Arch back on the field. Arch has already thrown 2 touchdown passes in this game. Whoa! Rodney Gallagher split the Red Seas! Gallagher, goodbye! The New York Giants are on top with an electric return to start the second half. Gallagher straight-lined it and got it. Wow, a game-changing return. Rodney Gallagher has come to play today. He had the great punt return, and he had that major return, but the Texans immediately fire up big bullet. That's Deebo Samuel with the catch on the corner. Next play, wide open in stride, nearly getting in there. Looked like he accidentally hurdled right there, else that could have been a touchdown for Houston as they'll run it. Oh man, Rodriguez, I believe the running back, or Martinez, my apologies, got a gain of 6. Now here's Kamara, need a touchdown to get the lead right back. Kamara falling forward, close but not quite, a yard away from the first down, 4 yards away from the end zone. Kamara, oh, he's going backward, and down he goes. Queen amongst the bodies, that brings down Kamara. Another 4th down at the goal line for Houston. They'll go for it. Kyler drop back, looking, surveying, got it. Oh, tough catch by Deebo Samuel. What a game we have on our hands today. And not a 2-point conversion. I'm not sure why Houston is doing this, just straight up embracing the aggressive mentality. But here's Kyler under pressure, and he's picked off by Adoree Jackson. Adoree Jackson in open field. You're not going to catch him. Bye-bye, Adoree. The Giants with the 2-point steal. That'll tie the game up. Houston should have had a 3-point lead. They tried to get aggressive, and they paid the price. And now here's Rodney Gallagher, who's suddenly become, oh baby, what a weapon he is! Gallagher again! Oh my! Straight up the middle! The 2nd return touchdown of the second half! Rodney Gallagher is taking over this game! Man, oh man, the Giants are doing it in all 3 phases, but who could have expected Rodney Gallagher to be the star of the show? Interception, Mohamed Diabate, and the Texans are now feeling the pressure, and this is what I tried to avoid earlier, is Arch play action off the back foot, dive, absolute dime to the Stribble God, Deshaun Stribling for 6. Oh man, it's a second half explosion for the G-Men. 3 touchdowns in under 4 minutes, 2 on special teams, and 1 off the arm of Arch. The interception by Diabate that ended the last drive as soon as it started. Kyler picked off again! This time it's Sean Murphy Bunting, the league leader in interceptions on the year. He's got another theft to his name. It's an onslaught all of a sudden. Looking for more, looking for Williams. Not going to get it on 2nd down. We got to keep in mind a field goal makes it a 3-possession game. Arch, keeping that in mind, just going to hold the ball, tuck it down, and take the coverage sack. Something might have been there. And as much as I'd love to just yeet one into the end zone just to try to chase the touchdown record, the undefeated record, man, I feel like we got to go for that more. And you know, the touchdowns are there, as I mean, we scored a 3rd one. We have now tied the all-time record with Stafford. I mentioned in the last video, I'd love to not have to score 1 more passing touchdown against the Commanders next week as Adoree Jackson. That'll be his first actual interception of the game. The 2-point conversion interception doesn't go down in the scorebook as an interception on the year, but obviously Adoree scored 2 points on that play for us. That's just a great coverage play by Adoree, covering the deep ball. Arch Gonna get some positive yards here. And how about this? Arch Manning playing four-quarter football. This is a sight we haven't seen since way back in Week 5. Week 5 against the Seattle Seahawks. The Texans are really pushing us to the brink, but Arch and the Giants continue to find a way. They're finding a will to win. As we get a first down, that'll extend this drive. That'll allow us to chew some clock. Austin Eckler, patient navigating through the defense. You love to see it. Kene now back into the game. Kene falling forward for a couple of yards. McKinney once again plugging the gap. Arch try to keep on that one, and the Texans made him weep. Third down, Arch with the drop back. Pressure's picked up. Outside the Trig. He's got it. That should be good enough for the first down. It is. He beats Stingley on the play. As Trig on the RPO. You see we got the chew clock on now. I'm just trying to get this game over when Nwanu accelerating goodbye. The touchdown machine is in for 6. Kene Nwanu, that may be the dagger. The upset-minded Houston Texans. Man, did they come to play today. Man, did they give us a battle. But the game really turned ugly for them in the third quarter. And Rodney Gallagher was the guy that really provided that spark. 2 returns when the Texans defense was giving us a little bit of fits. We got some bailouts. Ultimately, didn't have to get back on offense and test that defense. Gallagher again, turning the corner. Whoa, Rodney Gallagher. Oh, he's putting fear into the hearts of special teams coordinators now. They got a game plan against this guy legitimately. They thought they were getting a break with Kene Nwanu not playing special teams anymore. Nwanu instead excelling in this running back role all of a sudden. After getting off to a bit of a slow start this year in his first year as a full-time starter for the incumbent Saquon Barkley. But he's doing his thing now as LJ Johnson gets the first down. That should take us to the 2-minute warning, and as long as the Texans don't call any timeouts, down by 24, we are good to go. And indeed we are. The New York Giants, 16 games, 16 wins, 1 more to get perfection. Oh man, the Giants become the second team in NFL history to go 16-0, joining the 2007 New England Patriots. And if you want to get technical, the third team, including the Miami Dolphins, who really, they went 16-0 and 17-0 to get their Super Bowl in 72, because that was when they had a 14-game regular season and they had 3 games in the playoffs. So if we get 1 more win, we can match the Miami Dolphins. Now, ultimately, that Patriots team that lost in the Super Bowl, they went 19-0. If we can, go on a Super Bowl run and win the Super Bowl, we can pass that record. We can get 20-0. The first 20-0 is definitely there. But right now, I'm fully locked in on chasing this perfect record. And, even though we are risking injury, I'm okay with that. And I feel like I'm more okay with that because we have a Super Bowl on our resume already. We already won the Super Bowl 2 seasons ago. Maybe if we didn't win a Super Bowl yet, I might be resting guys and I might prioritize the Super Bowl over the perfect season. But also at the same time, like I mentioned before, we have never done this before. We've never had a perfect season, and it's so rare to make happen because there's so much that can go wrong to prevent a perfect season from happening. I'm just, I at this point in this part of the season, I would rather get the perfect season over getting a Super Bowl this season. I feel like it's just so hard to do. All right, it's playoffs. You got to win 3 games. You got to win 17 games in 17 tries. This is the ultimate gauntlet, and we are now going against the final boss. With Arch Manning tied with Matt Stafford for the all-time touchdown pass record. With Arch over 5,000 yards passing. Our New York Giants are 1 win away from perfection, but we have to take on our bitterest rivals, the Washington Commanders, here at MetLife Stadium. This place is packed to the brim. These fans want to see history. What will they be treated to? Let's find out as Gavin Wimsatt with the opening handoff to Ioneus Smith, who gets jarred after a gain of 6. This is Aaron Jones checking into the game. 2-headed attack at the running back position. Jones again with the toe early on. Here's some success for the Commanders running the ball. And this is something we saw a little bit last week with the Houston Texans. That's Hunter Henry getting up high. Remember, Leonard Williams has been out for the past couple of weeks, so that hurts our run defense a little bit as Wicks makes the grab. And just outside the red zone now, still denied Ioneus Smith. Here's an upcoming third down. Smith in the backfield, drop back Wimsatt, going McLaurin, and just missing the mark. That's on target. I think Terry has 6 to his name, but Wimsatt he's a pretty inexperienced quarterback, second-year quarterback. He'll have his inaccuracies sometimes, as Rodney Gallagher preparing for another epic return, perhaps. Maybe not. Commanders had that one held in check, so it's going to be up to Arch to take on this stout Commanders defense. If you want some good news for us, the Commanders are missing a couple of key starters. No Jonathan Allen, no Trenton Simpson, two superstars to that defense, both injured in the past couple of weeks, so hopefully that gives Arch some time. Maybe not! Time's up, and down goes Arch Manning. It's Riley Mills with the sack, and the Commanders have Arch a bit flustered. Our team's finally now catching up to Arch and the Giants. Oh, man, that's caught by... No! It's dropped by Franklin. That was a little bit awkward looking because of the M factor that's activated right now that takes away the ball indicator, but ultimately, Franklin actually dropped that one. I believe it was Adoree Jackson able to knock it out at the last second. Arch on the move, finding his groove, finding Rashad Bateman, driven out of bounds at exactly midfield. Manning with a drop back. It's a tip ball caught. Good job locating that ball by the ever-efficient Rodney Gallagher as Kenny Nwanu. Simple check down. That's good enough for the first down to the 38-yard line. Arch, a solid 3-for-3 start so far, making 4-for-4, finding Trigg, and Michael Trigg blasted out of bounds, but gets a gain to the 23-yard line. Marching downfield, the record in mind for Arch Manning. If he can fire one more into the end zone, he's 5-for-5 now, looking for 6-for-6. This could be the record. It's not. Stripling denied, a yard short at the 1-yard line. Will Manning pass this ball? Yes, he will. It's the Stribble God in. He's in, and Arch has the record. The NFL all-time passing touchdown record is broken in 2026 by the rookie Arch Manning, the third-generation quarterback, the former Texas Longhorn. Arch Manning has put his name in the all-time NFL record books, and it's just his rookie year. What else can Arch do? I mean, sky is the limit. And then some. Third down outside. That's caught. Wicks in stride. And Waller forcing him out of bounds. The Commanders firing back quickly as we celebrated the record. Here come the Commanders trying to break our hearts. Ionias Smith. Light work. The Commanders march downfield with ease. And clearly the Commanders are prioritizing taking down our Giants over their own health, over their own playoff success. Second down, outside, that's caught. Rashad Bateman in stride to the 31-yard line. The Commanders, besides the guys that are injured, they are playing all of their starters. Manning to Stripling, got it, touchdown Giants. The Stribble God for the second time today, and now Arch is just padding that record. 58 touchdown passes on the year. Like I was saying, the Commanders, as you see here with McCorn, they're playing all their guys. The Commanders are already in the playoffs. They have clinched the 5 seed. They have 13 wins on the year. They've had a great year. But unfortunately for them, they're in the same division as an undefeated New York squad, as that will be broken up and intercepted. Derwin James, ball in his hands, tip drill paying off. Derwin still going, looking for a block. Didn't quite get it from Cam Taylor-Britt, but a great return past midfield by Derwin James. And yeah, so the Commanders are clearly locked in on trying to take down our Giants over prioritizing their own health. So this is like a playoff game atmosphere. All of a sudden, Manning, double coverage and broken up. That ended up being a scary throw. A scary sight. Evan Neal injured, and this is what we could be risking by playing our starters in this game. Our franchise right tackle injured on the play, and thankfully he'll be all right, but for us, the interior pressure is starting to build up a little bit. Riley Mills with his second sack of the game. And here are the Commanders with a chance to take the lead before we go to the halftime locker room. A little over 90 seconds left to play in the first half. Oh, Derwin misses. Anthony Schwartz, he's got 96 speed. He's not somebody you want to turn loose. He gets a gain to the 30-yard line. That was Howell throwing that pass. Wimsatt's back in. The Commanders rotating their quarterbacks, but mostly rolling with Wimsatt today. Second down under pressure. McLaurin able to locate the ball and make the grab. Scary Terry always is a thorn in our side. 23 seconds left. This is Aaron Jones. That's going to be taken down by Bam Walker. Timeout, Commanders with 19 seconds left in the half. Wimsatt, empty set, drop back, looking. He's going to run it. He swerves. He rolls in, and they'll give him the touchdown. He rolled over the body of Bam Walker. Got by Waller and made him pay. Arch with the drop back. He's going to bomb it. Double coverage. Belton's there. And Dane Belton, who claimed the first career interception that Arch Manning threw in his career way back in week 1. Nearly got another one there. Arch Manning with 9 interceptions to his name, but 58 touchdown passes. And we'll see if we can get 59 on a jet touch pass. Not quite. Nuanu is down, and our Giants go into halftime trailing. Our last battle is looking like it's going to be our toughest battle, and we are still going to go for it. We're still going to give it full beans, try to get this 17-win mark, as Kenan Nuanu starting off in the second half with a gain of 6. It's a little tricky, specifically playing Washington, as this, my goodness, thank God that was overthrown. That was a horrible decision. But yeah, it's just tricky playing the Commanders because this is a team we could be playing in the playoffs very soon, as Castro Fields with the interception and errant throw, but he's suddenly shaken Arch Manning. And this is really the first time we've seen Arch's confidence a bit shattered in the second half of a game. This is normally when we put teams away, if it's even at that point, if we haven't put them away already, but having to try to earn the win here. Arch with a couple of inaccurate passes. The first one was good for us, but the second one was horrific, and I guess we got what we deserved at the end of the day. Wimsatt underneath on first down. He goes to Aaron Jones. Commanders already with the lead, looking to extend it. Going end zone, McLaurin not going to get it. Great job by Adoree Jackson, hanging on for dear life. Third down, Wimsatt, drop back. Pressure's picked up. That's intercepted. The Hunter is on the prowl. What a steal by Hunter Waller. We're deep in our own territory as Arch, he's going to go backward. Even deeper we go. 2 yards further. We got to be careful here. Don't want to give up the safety. Manning patient. Going up high. Going to Bateman. He's got the grab. And now we got a little bit of breathing room. The drop back by Manning. He just threw his 10th interception of the year. Don't want to stockpile those. Second down and 5. Simple RPO. Going to Gallagher. As we approach the halfway mark of the third quarter. The Giants still trailing underneath to Bateman again. Bateman getting close to the first down. And clearly the Commanders are trying to make us check the ball down. So, on second down and 1, we just got to live with what they're giving us right now. Can't take any deep shots if they're not there, but we might have one. Manning going to Williams, who steals the ball. Oh, Mike Will, a grown man grab over Castro Fields to the 15-yard line. Manning looking, and so Williams not going to get that one. And Mike Williams, he's coming up lame on the play. We might have put Mike Will in too much of danger there. He's not on the field. Our best red zone target, not present. But Austin Eckler not doing too shabby of a job, as Mike Will is knocked out for the rest of the game. So where do we go? On third down, Manning, drop back, nothing's there. Manning's in trouble, extending the play, and down he goes. Down he goes. We'll have to settle for the field goal to tie the game instead of taking the lead. We do get 3 on the board, but for the Commanders, that's surely a win for them. In traffic! Oh, man! Hunter Henry! How did he come up with that grab? It looked like, I believe it was Ojulari in coverage, and Ojulari, primarily a pass rusher, just could not locate the ball in the air, as the Commanders continue their very balanced approach, having success just taking nibbles out in the ground game. Wide open, Ianias Smith. Can Hunter Waller get him? He forces him out of bounds, but that'll practically set up a first down and goal at the 10. Wimsatt, Commanders looking for the lead once again. Wimsatt on the run. He's already got one on the ground today. Diabate with that crusher ability knocks him out the game. Howell's in, going to Jones. Patrick Queen! What a tackle by Queen! Third down and goal now in the fourth quarter. Here we go. Aaron Jones denied. Kayvon Thibodeau swallows him up, and a great goal line stand by the Giants defense, and 2 of their best players, Queen, the middle linebacker, and Kayvon Thibodeau with that run stopper ability, the immediate shed. And just like our previous drive, Commanders get 3, but that's a win for us, making sure we did not give up 7. But here we are trailing in the fourth quarter. for what surely is the first time all year long. Manning got him open. That's Trigg. Major separation against Forrest. Michael Trigg to the 43-yard line. Man in motion. No, we'll just give it to Kene. RPO wasn't open. Now under 7 minutes to go in regulation. Manning up the middle. Blasted. Absolutely blasted by Derek Forrest. 3rd down and 4. Time is ticking. Manning out the shotgun. Pressure's picked up. Wide open. Great poise by the rookie Arch Manning, who still looks anything but a rookie. Is now Bakhtiari is injured. Evan Neal's already banged up. Bakhtiari's out for this play. Manning under pressure. What a floater! Wow! Arch Manning is saving some of his best stuff for the end of the game, but that play is not going to count. That's a holding penalty. That sends us backward. Thankfully, Bakhtiari not seriously hurt. Now we focus on this 1st down and 20. That is now 3rd or 2nd down and a mile. Oh man, 2nd down and 29 to be exact. Here's Trigg getting that yardage back as we've done all season long after taking a big loss on 1st down. That makes this 3rd down manageable against the 4-man rush. Manning got it. Nuwanu underneath, able to turn it upfield for the 1st down. Critical conversion. Arch close to 300 yards passing in the game. He should hit that mark here. Bateman, nice moves in the open field to the 14-yard line. Giants can take the lead with a touchdown, can tie with a field goal. Empty set. Manning 1st down, looking, scanning, and taking off, and thrown down to the ground by 3 Commanders. Manning, clean pocket, 2nd down, good read outside. That'll make it a 3rd down and short. Bateman with the catch under 3 to go. Manning on fire. He's gonna run it himself, and Arch, oh, just denied in the end zone, 2 yards away, but a big conversion for a 1st down and goal. Now close to the 2-minute warning. Giants bleeding clock. Trigg in motion. Trigg with the ball. Trigg! Oh, he couldn't get in there. Oh, he got 1 yard. Need 1 more, and the Commanders burn a timeout on the front side of the 2-minute warning. Giants looking for the lead. They'll go to Steven Anderson, and he'll go backward. Timeout Commanders again. 2:06 remaining. 3rd down and goal out the 1. Out the pistol is Arch. Nuwanu's in the backfield. Arch up the middle. Blasted and didn't get in. To'o got the big hit on Arch Manning. And oh man, what a spot we're in. 4th down and goal. 1 yard away. This is for the lead if we do indeed go for it here. But I'm having doubts. I don't think we can go for this. I don't think we can. I don't think we can kick the field goal and leave it up to chance that the Commanders can get into field goal range and ruin our perfect season, but I don't think we can go for this. So trying to get them to jump off sides doesn't work. We ultimately have to bite the bullet, kick the field goal, tie the game, and live with the decision. Hopefully our defense can come through. I don't know if this is the right decision, but this decision we made, we're going to have to make our bed and lay in it now. 1:57 left. Commanders with 1 timeout. They just have to get in Joey Sly's field goal range. He's got a big boot to try to win the game and ruin the perfect season for the New York Giants. On 1st down, Wimsatt, late throw and got it to Wicks. Hunter Waller missing, and once again, that missing ball indicator really messing with us. Commanders to the 45-yard line. They're going to go play fake on 1st down. Wimsatt hit on the throw, under pressure, and incomplete. Wimsatt once again out the shotgun on 2nd down, looking to pass. Going outside to McLaurin, who is spearheaded to the ground by Cam Taylor-Britt. Now it's 3rd down. Wimsatt empty set. Under pressure and picked off. Oh, do not put your hands in the cookie jar. Oh, Jaquiski Tartt with a major steal. Now here we go with a chance to win a regulation. Arch drop back looking 1st down. Taking off, breaking the 1st hit. Manning sliding down. What a critical gain of 9. Time is ticking. Giants have all of our timeouts. Close to Gillikin's field goal range. And we're going to run it with Arch. Looking for the 1st down. Not looking for that big hit, but we found it anyways. Nonetheless, Arch hangs on to the ball, and we still get to play at the 45-yard line on 1st down. Manning play fake, protected well, rolling outside, nothing's there, in trouble. Manning extends, throws the play away, stops the clock, 30 seconds to go. It's a handoff. It's Nuwanu. He's not going to get much here, and let's see. We are going to hold on to our timeouts, and I think we got to burn one here. This will be a 62-yard field goal. We got to make sure we at least have a chance to kick that field goal. We can make a 62-yarder. What we cannot do is lose yardage on this play. So here we go, 3rd down. Want this conversion, need this conversion. Going for it all, Stribling out of the reach. Great coverage and incompletion, stopping the clock with 10 seconds to go. And no pressure. Blake Gillikin for the perfect season with 7-mile-per-hour winds, 62 yards away. Can the Giants achieve perfection? Gillikin for the lead. to get their own field goal perhaps. Wimsatt drop back, first down, outside. Out of the reach for Hunter Henry. 2 seconds to go. Do they go for the Hail Mary? They're going to line up for the field goal. I believe they're at their own 48-yard line. No, this is our 48-yard line. This is a 65-yard field goal. But also with those 7-mile-per-hour winds to ruin the Giants' perfect season. 16 wins. Will they add one loss to it? Joey Slide for the win. It's short. It's short. No good. We are going to overtime. For the first time this year, the drama lives on. The perfect season is still hanging in the balance. But the Commanders get the ball first. A touchdown by Washington's offense. And that's the end of the game without Arch having a chance to take a stab back at it. Ionai Smith, he'll kneel down the opening kickoff. They'll start at the 25-yard line. Aaron Jones in the backfield on first down. And he goes nowhere. Absolutely swarmed. Ajuori drops him for a loss of 2. Wimsatt in the game from his own 23 to drop back. Pressure off the edge. He got hit on the throw. Got hit on the catch. It's an incompletion. Waller knocked it out. 3rd down and 12. Now Sam Howell's in the game. Howell drop back. Has the time. Got it off. And it's nearly caught by just about everybody in the vicinity. But it's an incompletion instead. And no way from their own 23 do the Commanders dare do it. This could be the game. Everything's on the line if they get the snap off. And they do. Wimsatt 4th down. Looking. Stepping. Throwing. Dropped. McLaurin couldn't get it. He could not get it. A turnover on downs. And the Giants 23 yards away. They can kick a field goal to win the game. But we're not going to do that just yet. We're going to try to steal some yardage. Arch up the middle. Nearly did it himself with a game-winning run. As we're milking a little bit of clock right now. Just trying to take every precaution. Obviously, besides fumbling the ball right now. 2 hands tight on that thing. Make sure. Oh, wait, hold on. Arch wants to do it himself. Arch, end zone. No. Oh, Arch. Easy, buddy. Easy. We don't got to do it like that. An incompletion. Here's Kene on 3rd down. Running into Bakhtiari. He's down. Didn't get much, but he centers the ball for Blake Gillikin, who gets a chance at redemption. Shades of Lawrence Tynes missing that field goal in the 2007 NFC Championship game against the Green Bay Packers for the New York Giants way back. Gillikin gets that second chance. Can he make it count? Or the Commanders, could they get the block? Here we go! Blake Gillikin to seal the deal! He's done it! He's done it! The New York Giants have achieved perfection! 17 games! 17 wins! Arch Manning has come in and has stolen the show and has led the Giants to heights never achieved before by this franchise or by any franchise in NFL history. The first 17-0 season in NFL history. It came down to the last play. And then some. We had to extend the game to see if the Giants could do it. We went to OT, and the Giants got it done. And a true team performance got the job done today. Arch had a good game, but there were also moments of struggle. We needed our defense to make some plays to keep us in it. That they did. And in overtime, they stepped up, and they shut down the Commanders. 4 plays, 4 stops in a row, including that 4th down where McLaurin, they obviously knew they wanted to go to McLaurin, but I believe it was Darwin able to break that pass up. And from there, I mean, we were in field goal range, but considering we missed the kick, 7-mile-per-hour winds, I just wanted to get as close as possible. And if we could score a touchdown and not have to worry about kicking it, that would have been nice. I also did want to just get a game-winning touchdown with Arch. That's why I threw that pass on 2nd down. I was like, man, it would be nice if I just throw one with Arch, but nearly paid the price for that one. Thankfully, we did not. Arch Manning ends the season with 5,527 passing yards. That is 3rd all-time in this league for passing yards in a season. The 58 passing touchdowns, though, number 1. Arch ahead of Peyton. We got Manning's 1st and 3rd, but it's Arch on top. Whew. All right, let me catch my breath here. We got a couple of minutes left in this video where we are going to be going over our end of season stats. We can check out the stat line of, you know, who did what on the way for our Giants to get the 17-0 season. And then from there, now we can get on with the playoffs, man. Now we can chase that 20-0. 17-0 is cool, but 20-0 will be even better, and there's no reason to doubt that this Giants team can make it happen. We'll start into the divisional round next video, but for now, as you guys see, Arch Manning clearly winning MVP. I feel like it's without a doubt that Arch wins MVP with the record-breaking season he had. I didn't even feel the need to show this most of the year because it's just like, it's not even in doubt. Arch is going to win MVP, and he wins Rookie of the Year as well, obviously. Best quarterback. He nearly won Offensive Player of the Year, in fact. As you guys see some of these other awards. Stribling finishing second, Bateman fourth, and Best Wide Receiver. And Offensive Line, Andrew Thomas ended up being 1, and James Daniel 2 in Best Offensive Line, so shout out to him. I believe Kayvon Thibodeau finished second in Best D-Line. Ajun Lori, Best Linebacker. Sean Murphy-Bunting, Best Defensive Back, so yeah, we really ran the award show in the NFC conference. No surprise, right? You win 17 games. It takes a lot to make that happen. It takes more than one person, but Arch definitely did his thing, man. 58 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. An immaculate season put together by the Rook. And I think the fact that we were playing with Arch made me lock in to try to do well with him. And maybe actually play well. It makes you wonder if I, play like that all the time. That would be nice, right? But Arch also had 7 rushing touchdowns. We cannot underscore the fact that Arch had 58 touchdowns in the air, but also 7 in the ground as well. So 65 total touchdowns on the year, and that's going to be a record that stands for a long time. Deshaun Stribling ends up leading our team in touchdowns with 17, Trick 14, Bateman 13. All 3 of them went over 1,200 receiving yards. Mike Will did his thing. Gallagher, I believe, was close to 500 yards receiving. Kenny Nwanu just missed out on 1,000 yards rushing. He was under 100 yards short and ended up with like 600 or 700 yards receiving as well. Obviously, we were pass first team this year. Kenny getting close to 1,000 is actually pretty impressive considering how pass first we were with Arch, getting 5,500 passing yards. As we check out our defensive stats, Ajun Lori 17 sacks. That's the highest I think we've gotten. Thibodeau ended up with just under double digits, 9.5. Bam Bam Walker, I see you out there. Dexter Lawrence doing his thing. Sean Murphy Bunting with 13 interceptions, pretty crazy. Tart with his usual 8. Cam Taylor Brick got 8. Hunter Waller with 7. Derwin with double digits again. Derwin James, such a monster out there, such a good trade for us. Sean Murphy Bunting also with 9 deflections. So yeah, he was definitely his best year, and putting Sean Murphy Bunting in the slot ended up being just such a good decision for us, and probably should have been doing that from the jump. Now that I think about it, like, imagine we just put Sean Murphy Bunting in the slot all the time. Like, he could have had these seasons all the time for us. 3 touchdowns as well for SMB, so pretty crazy, man. Definitely a lot of fun to be doing this stuff with this team, and the squad we put together, mixed with veterans, newcomers, Arch, and all the boys. We got it done, though. We got it done. We got ourselves the perfect record. As you guys see our return stats, Gallagher ends up with those 2 kick return touchdowns against the Texans, the 1 return touchdown against the Browns, and also some, pretty solid returns sprinkled in between all those. But that's going to do it for this video, man. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed what you guys saw today. Leave a like for the 17-0, for sure. Subscribe for more Madden, eventually 24 stuff, and I will catch you guys next time. We got to hop into the playoffs. We're not done yet. We got more business to take care of. So next week, or next video, we will go 2 weeks into the future and catch the divisional round of the playoffs, and however much further we can get than that. So I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you, as always, for watching.